Hi friends, welcome back to Dergy be playin 999. So I haven't actually played in a while, like a week or two, or something like that, which is why I haven't had consistent videos up, well, other than I just kind of needed a break, I guess, from editing so much, but I'm going to start putting up parts much more frequently, I'm hoping. I kind of needed a break from the subject matter of this game, because it's oh boy. But I'm excited to get back into it, so let's do it. Hell yeah. They passed through the open door and headed to the next room. Junpei jogged down the short staircase and looked around. And the game's soundtrack is always on point. Very immersive.
Oh, what the hell is this place?
Well, considering the fact that the loading screen said it was a torture room and there's two frickin' balls and chains there, yeah, and oh god, oh boy. Clearly they were torturing people for part of these experiments, which is, the experiments that were originally done on here and those kids, which, oof, man. The words had sprung unbidden to his lips, but it was clear why. Junpei shivered. Lotus and Seven reached the bottom of the stairs and stopped short, terrified.
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
Yeah, you said it.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
I feel like, especially with the italics on the now, I feel like his inflection should have been more like now. I think we ought to get the hell out of here now. That should be how he said it, but oh well. I'm not the voice director for this game, but I do feel like I have a head for being one, because I notice stuff like that pretty often. He jogged up the stairs on the opposite side of the room and shook the door on the wall next to the catwalk. It didn't open, and he muttered to himself.
Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this would be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
I don't think you want to know, Lotus. Junpei looked around the room again.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
The back of it was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of... Oh my god, it's a fucking electric chair. Ugh.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
Junpei turned to look at the right side of the room. Oh god. Oh Jesus. This is worse than I even thought. There was a table covered with a piece of cloth.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Yeah, it must be. Oof, man. On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and he had a feeling he didn't want to find out.
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it and tried to focus on something else.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
I'm gonna try. And hey, it'll be quicker for you guys than it is for me anyway. So that'll be cool. Because I do edit out all of my during and constant, like, second guessing and sitting there for 7 years quietly trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Anyway, fun. Really creepy chair. The manacles make me think it was used to torture people. Well, we can't open these manacles without a key. There's some sort of weird symbol on them. There's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Alright, well, whenever you turn on one of these switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get the screen to match the diagram. By the way, once again, really funky, interesting, creative, and odd music in this game. I love it. It's fittingly creepy, but very, very catchy at the same time. It's amazing. This fucking... Whoever composed this shit needs a fucking medal. Damn. Yeah, but it's hard to figure out what button does what. If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? You can see how many each switch adds. Yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, and that's usually how I would do a puzzle like this if I, like, once I, like, am braining enough to, like, think of that. Because sometimes I start this stuff and I'm not quite there, but, Adjust the switches to match the blocks on top and press the button. Alright. Blocks on top. Hold on. What blocks on where? On top of where? Oh, okay. The hint. Okay, so... Interesting, okay. That does that. Okay, so... Alright, that does that. This does this. Interesting puzzle here. I don't want to know why it's a human head. This song is so weird. Like this whole freaking game. Interesting. It looks like it adds them... I thought it was going to add them in the same places, but yeah, that doesn't make sense for how these are stacked up. So it just adds a certain number to each square, it looks like. Which adds the least. I will start with that. Like, in general, the least. Looks like that. Well, that doesn't add shit to that. That adds quite a bit to that. I have this feeling it's not going to just be that easy. Nah. Wait a minute. I think I did it. Yeah, I think I did it. Cool. Feels good, man. Adjustment is completed. Now proceeding to execute. Oh, Jesus! Complete the experiment. Data must be collected from subject. Preparation is finished. Please subject and chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this. Does it expect us to put one of us in here? I think this means one of us has to sit in the chair. Well, seven's never gonna fit in that thing. Dude, you or me, Junpei? Collecting data. I wonder if it's gonna run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with electricity. It really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we still gotta prepare. We'll talk about this after we figure out what it means by preparation, alright? Oh boy. Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we gotta ask it what we need to do. The disposal tank is closed. Fill tank with water. Oh man, don't tell me we gotta do something with a water tank. Well, there's probably something around here to open the tank or whatever it's asked us to do. I think the only controls are in this room. Kind of symbol. Well, if I got this right, it's a sun symbol. Manacles still locked in place. They got a sun symbol engraved on them. Interesting. Yeah, up here, I see. Oh, yeah, this must be the water tank, right? I thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's got a cover over it. We're gonna be able to get that off. It's bolted on there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get that thing off of there. Can you see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't really think we need to bother with trying to open it. It's too dark to see anything. Huh? Did I see something shiny in there? Think I need plot go wick. Red, yellow. You think the colors mean something? No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that... I'm trying to experiment with voice acting again. I like doing that from time to time. The bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. These levers have got to turn something on. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. What's important is what they turn on or off. Let's say the floor is gonna suddenly open. Oh god! Well, considering the floor seems to be odd and made of... Oh my god, it probably is to drop people. Whoa. Oh boy. All the dials are pointing in different directions. Something will happen if we turn them? Huh. Shoot, they're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything, huh? So it's very old, as this place would be. There are a ton of knobs on here. I don't think any of them do anything, though. Think it's broken? Didn't do anything. Shouldn't waste my time messing around with it. And these aren't even activatable. There are a bunch of buttons on here with the letters A through F on them. I wonder if they do anything. Down you go. So press it again. Back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. Interesting. Let's try turning them all on. But what do they do? Well, I guess I might as well try. Let's give it a shot. Nope, but nice. You just ain't man enough. Sure, pal, you give it a shot. Let's see how much more of a man you are. Ugh. Hey, you're gonna break it. Man, that thing ain't going anywhere. That's funny. See some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. This has got some movement to it. Should be able to pull this one. Yeah, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? You calm down. Just water going somewhere. Sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Oh. Junpei, look. What's she? Oh, damn. I can see through the glass now. Interesting. Whoa! What the fuck? EDBF. Well, there are a couple of letters in the color of blood written on the shark's belly. Whoa, there's a shark down there, but why? It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in this room somewhere. It's probably this. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. Looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way. Oh boy, we literally have to put someone in the chair. Jesus Christ. Fuck you, Zero. We haven't had to do things that dangerous yet. There was trapping Clover in the explosion, so... But, oof, man. A number of ominous-looking tools and instruments here. Let's see, we got an adze and a hammer. What the heck is an adze? I don't think I've ever heard of that before in my life. Time to learn things on the internet. Okay, an adze is similar to an axe. I learned a thing. A pair of forceps. And these other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with all this other... wrench for the bolts. Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all. Wrench looks brand new. Considering where we found it, I have to wonder how it was used. Look it up, I don't want to think about that. Ugh. Already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cruel than that. Unexpectedly sensitive. Come on, let's not talk about stuff that doesn't matter, okay? Find somewhere where we can use this thing. Yep. I already know where that is. Cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off of this wrench we just found, though. There we go. Sweet, it's open. Hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover off. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit, that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Oh boy, here we go! God, man, you never do this in horror movies. There's always that one scene in them. Ugh. And I really am scary about this stuff. Arm to the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. It's small, cold, and hard, like my penis. What? I don't know why I said that. First of all, like, I just called myself out on my dick size. And then also, my dick isn't cold. It's very warm, like a normal human dick, I promise. I don't know why I even said that. Moving on! Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Actually, I don't know. I feel like my dick's average. I don't really know. Anyway, I don't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. The sun key? Wait, hold on. Key with the sun symbol on it. We should be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we can do that. Yeah, okay, so we've got... That's... Okay, yeah. Probably gonna need the sun key to do that. The doors in this room have keyholes. We gotta use it on something that's not a door. Was this... The sun was on the chair, right? Or was it something else? The sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles. Oh boy, we really do have to put someone in the chair, don't we? Oh my god, that sucks. And yes. Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here, though. It just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, done your job. Into my pocket with you. Oh god. Ugh, well... I think Xanatic Chair is going to cause the machine to do anything. You should probably take a look at the monitor. The restraining device is unlocked. Please see it. So good. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Lotus, are you sure?
Why does she want to do that? Why isn't she forcing Junpei to do that? You know what? She really cares a lot more than she lets on, doesn't she? That's my guess, anyway.
I can sit in it, and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
Seven couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed him. Beneath him was the dead shark floating underneath the glass. That's had been killed by an electric shock. Oh boy.
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But...
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with.
It's really interesting that she's volunteering for this. Because literally, I feel like Lotus in the last room we were in with her would have forced Junpei to do this from how she acted in there. It's really interesting. After her words made it clear that Lotus would book no argument, she turned to walk toward the chair without hesitation. But she did not say So as she'd said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Her legs shook.
Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after... Well, some things happened.
Oof.
Their names are Nona and...
Nona. Oh, boy.
Wait! Nona?
Junpei's words shot out before he even realized what he was saying. Remember the story Seven had told him.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Lotus took a step back from Junpei.
Oh.
Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly as if he weren't sure he was completely awake.
No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
Lotus's eyes went wide.
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
Seven's brow furrowed.
I have.
What?
Yeah.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Why the hell does she not remember her daughter going missing? Now, granted, it seems like everyone has missing memories, I guess. I mean, Seven was the one that had the most obvious missing ones, but I think everyone has missing memories because, either that or literally she... Oh, you know what? She must have not seen them for longer than the years since this. That would explain, since the experiments happened on the ship, so that would explain why she wouldn't know. So she must have not raised them herself, or just not raised them for at least a little bit longer than the years ago that this experiment occurred.
Fine.
It's interesting. Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before, every detail.
But... And then, that was when. From there, it looked like... Just as if, finally...
How they're going through him explaining it. Like, they could have just cut immediately to, okay, we're done explaining it, but it's actually him saying generic storytelling words as it goes through the pictures again.
That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
The last Seven finished. Lotus shook her head.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for. For the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days.
Okay. Oh, they came back. Okay, so she's seen them before. Okay, so she's... Okay. So they did come back from
Took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on. A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it.
Huggle. At least they're safe, or they were. I have this feeling they're not safe now, but... well, maybe. I don't know.
But I'm still a mother. I I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children.
I wonder if the other daughter is Aoi, because that's also a girl's name. Actually, no, I think that's one of the many gender-ambiguous Japanese names. I think. But I think the other one is Aoi. Maybe.
So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
Actually, Aoi might be a girl's name. I'm not sure which. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a male in a Japanese media thing be named Aoi, but I feel like I might have.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened.
Oh boy.
I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld Experiment? I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld Experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah, I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Lotus grunted. 7 had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The Nonary Games, 0, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
It's gotta be, dude. You were the cop that was investigating it. She was the mother of 2 of the girls in this, but I'm not sure what everyone else has to do with it. Then, in that moment of silence... Wait, what? A cold voice echoed down from the ceiling.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down.
Oh, God.
System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour.
Oh, Jesus. Zero's forcing someone to get in the chair. Is that person just gonna die? I hope not.
If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Why is she so adamant about this? Maybe she really does care about them more than she lets on, or is there another reason?
Right.
Lotus sat down on the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time, then made his way to the monitor.
Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Oh my god. Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down.
Lotus.
Failure was not acceptable.
Okay, let's do this.
I love how Lotus is acting like they're already dating, which is not really true. It really does, but, you know, again, I just love how Lotus just acts like they're both lovers already, which is not exactly right. I think they both want to be, or at the very least, June has a lot of hints of being, and Junpei obviously does, but, yeah. Junpei took one last deep breath and stared at the monitor. I hope she doesn't just die from this. God. Wait. Okay, no, I already configured this. Okay, what is... Oh, okay. Okay, we have to do this. Wait, what? What's with the... What are those? Hold on. Okay. Alright. Alright. I can't turn it off. I can only switch it from 1 to 2, I think. Oh, no. Okay, I can. It's just... I need it to be off of the hint screen. This game is addictive when you really get into solving the puzzles. I like it a lot. 1 does that. 2 does that. This one does that. 2 does that. I think it's as simple as... No. Then... Wait a minute. I have a feeling that maybe... I'll have to do something on both sides. I think so, yeah. Not quite. Yep. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Is this like the exact stuff they're gonna send to her brain? I guess. Something like that. Off puts 1... Actually, wait, no. Let's put them all off for now. Okay. Yeah, and that's just... None on both sides, right? Yeah, alright. So, okay, yep. That's on both sides. Let's just exhaust all the ones on this side first. 1 does that on both sides, okay. 2 does that there, and yep, that is needed, and that there, which is needed. Okay, so hold on. Okay. I'll keep that way for now. 2 here, or 1 here. Okay, still checks out. What about 2 here? Checks out on that side. I'm basically waiting to see if one of them doesn't check out. Okay, no. Okay, so not yet. So I'll leave that way for now. Okay, so that's that. Still checks out. What about 2? Checks out. And what about 1 on this one? Oh, this might... No! Oh, that one doesn't quite work. What about 2? Okay, yep, that's perfect on this side. And... But, hold on. Not on this side. How the heck do you get it to work on both? I'm so confused. It seems like it's not possible. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't understand. I do not. Do I have to not fill them? No, there's no way I'm gonna look this up if I keep... Like, it really feels like there isn't a solution here. Like, there's just no way you can get all the angles there. Why does this work so well on this side, but not on the other side? I'm looking it up. I have no fucking clue what the hell else you're supposed to do here. Apparently, it's left side 2, as I did, but it's right side both switches get turned to 1, which doesn't make sense to me, because I swear to fuck that there just isn't enough when you turn them all on for one side. Okay, no, what? Okay, let's try the other way around then. Am I mixing up my directions? That's possible. But this would be the right side of the head, right? Wait, hold on. No, okay, I mixed up my directions. Funny. I do that pretty often. Just kind of how I do. Yeah, this would be the left side. Okay, yeah. So it should be this for some fucking reason. I'm gonna look at the hints just to be sure. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that works. Whatever. We did it. Again, if I take too long to do something, I'm just gonna look it up. But I guess I keep feeling like I need to justify that because it feels a little bit chicken shitty. But I want to get through the game, and I sometimes take a while for puzzles, and I want to get through the game. So, anywho, experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. I can hear the door unlocking, and now we've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Lotus, are you alright? Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on. Okay, so nothing happened. Okay, let's get out of here now. Guinea pig is not for me. Okay, good. So they didn't actually do anything. Either that, or the way he sent it through was completely harmless to her. Yes or no? Ever want to see this thing again? Either way, cool. Okay, good. I was really afraid. But it's clear that Zero doesn't want people to die unless they break the rules for some reason. Whoever, or whatever the heck Zero is in the case of multiple people being Zero. I have a feeling it's all tied to either the company still doing the experiments, or some kind of revenge thing, or some kind of... I don't know. Interesting. No point going back. Okay, never mind. No, that is the word we came. So, this way? Yeah, okay. I felt like that was the same door for a while, but obviously not. Or not for a while, until the moment I realized it wasn't the same door.
The hallway goes to the left.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Guess we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's go.
Turned left twice before they saw the elevator.
An elevator.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C-Deck.
In silence, they jogged up to it. Junpei pushed the C button. The elevator motor ground away, and before long they found themselves once again on C deck. The door opened and they stepped off.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Junpei, Lotus, and Seven nodded to one another and took off running down the long hallway in front of them. They ran and ran and ran. The hallway seemed endless.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door, and I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door.
That was why they ran for the central staircase. They had run for quite some time when they arrived at the door that ended the hallway. The Jupiter door was already unlocked.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Junpei grabbed a hold of the doorknob and threw it open. I have a feeling it's going to be something unexpected. They rushed through and stopped cold. The terrible scene before them made their blood run cold. What the fuck?! Who? How? Why? Whoa! 3 people lay dead on the floor covered in blood.
Why?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Junpei felt the cold sweat trickle down his spine. He couldn't breathe. His legs shook. His body felt cold, deathly cold, but his blood was boiling hot. He could feel his mind begin to fade. He couldn't think, he couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
Seven's voice was weak and broken. And hell, he's a cop. He's seen dead people. He heads toward the bodies, his movement stiff.
Clover.
He went down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Nothing.
Oof.
She's dead.
Suddenly, Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Lotus looked up at him, terrified.
The key. Give me the sun key.
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back.
The murderer?
Murderer. The murderer. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies.
Santa, Clover, and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies. That means that the person who had killed them was...
Yeah, the only fucking... Unless they killed each other, but what... How the hell could she have any kind of bad motives at all? Is she that good at hiding them? God, that's scary to think about. If she's literally so good at hiding the fact that she would murder people, if she's even the one who did it.
No, it can't be true.
Give it to me!
Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key.
Let's go!
Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning would have to wait. And also being scared about, and about, the hell? How the hell could she have... And did she, or did maybe Zero, if Zero is like, Lotus shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. Well, I guess if you are Zero, being someone like June, and saying the things you say and doing the things you do is really good cover. But oof, man. Ugh. I guess I should have suspected her from the start, especially since in Danganronpa 1 there's a similar plot twist in the first case. So, I always kind of suspected June a tiny bit, but I just kind of forgot about that for a while, and I haven't really been talking about it because I didn't think there was much very big grounds for it, but now, well, there obviously is, but I have a feeling that's what the game wants you to think, but at the same time, I don't know.
Why?
And also, I have a feeling, literally, what happens changes for some reason, depending on... She might have... If she murdered them, she might have felt cornered for some reason or had a reason to, and she might not be the murderer in another thing if she's indeed what happened to those 3 people.
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe.
Lotus sighed defeated and leaned against the doorknob. She felt it twist. Wait, what? A small gap appeared between the door and the frame.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
How would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. Oh boy. Stepped inside. In front of them was another hallway, and stretched out toward the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. They're all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke.
What the hell is this
Bye-bye.
door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost begging.
But I don't see any other door.
As he spoke, Seven stepped toward the door in front of them, as if to illustrate it was the only door. Wait, whoa!
No way.
It opened by itself.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I got a really bad feeling about all this. The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling.
How could this situation possibly get worse? 3 people are already dead.
This can't get any worse. Shit!
Hey, Junpei!
He stepped through the door.
I can't take this anymore. No one can.
Oofleming. And whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared. Oof. Is that because he's about to see something else, oh boy? Or literally just
No,
everything that just
it's
happened?
a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No, it's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something, or a dream.
Oof, mate.
It's made up.
Oof. It wasn't real, right? June. No, the code names meant nothing. Oof. Can
Connie!
Whoa. Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. Oh, Connie. Oh, he had a nickname for her too. Wait, no, she's dead too. What happened? Zero is someone else, right? Okay, so, no. Someone killed everyone else, but who the fuck? Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart like a stone in his chest. Oof.
Connie, hang on!
She moaned and her eyes flooded open, but only barely.
Connie!
Jumpy?
Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei but saw nothing. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her up. It felt warm and wet. He lifted his hand up. It was covered in blood.
Oh man. Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this
It
happen?
was all he could do not to break into tears.
Jumpy, I'm sorry.
Her voice was thin, a minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with him.
I might not make it.
No way. I am going to let you die. I am going to save you. I
Big
promise.
huggle.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again. Jumpy, really happy.
Don't give me that I was crap. You're going to see me again lots more time. You just got to hang on, all right? You... Damn it!
And she died. I'm gonna
What's
skip
that?
a lot of this because my heart. I'm not going to force myself to, see all the dialogue. I want to get through the game without being a complete blubbering mess. You saw it. A small
A
submarine.
submarine? Wait, what on earth is a submarine doing here?
No, that didn't matter. Nothing matters except saving Connie. It's the only thing you wanted.
That's it!
Jimmy turned his head back to look down.
Hang on, all right? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No, don't go. Please, just... I want to be close to you. Jumpy,
Yeah, okay.
when
Yeah, like, there's no way he's gonna be able to save her.
did you
Probably.
meant a lot to me when we were kids. I've liked you for a long time. Junpei, a really long time.
Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. Feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart. but he
Jumpy.
could not think.
Do you remember? We hung out a lot when we were kids. We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories. I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy.
She said it to herself over and over, a weak smile creasing the darkness.
Jumpy, I feel
Oh boy.
sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
Who killed them all? And why and how? Did she kill them all and then herself? No. This doesn't make sense for her being the malicious one and then committing suicide. But that could be possible. I feel like someone else killed them all, like Zero. But why would he do that? Or they do that? Oof. I'm not gonna read a lot of this. Y'all can read it if you'd like to.
Connie!
Hey, I'm just gonna kinda let the scene go. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm fucking tearing up. I don't want to cry on this. I don't know if anyone wants to hear that. And even if you do, I don't want to do it. Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained but only as an empty shell. Somewhere he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. So what happened to Lotus and Seven? It rang 5 times and faded. Quietly, gently, softly, set Kenny down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. And then he realized that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign they had ever been there. He felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate into the hallway. What the fuck? His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood, 2 ponies lay in it. There's no need to... I'm not going to fucking read this! I don't want to deal with these emotions, with these fucking oofnesses. I don't... Just the sheer horror of this. He turned around, the door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? Objects set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. A reach for the hatch. And he got killed. So everyone just died, but why? Why would you put them through all that and then just kill them, unless this is not Zero? Then he was floating in the water. His eyes stared down to it. He couldn't see the bottom. But who? The heck? His back was hot. Dimly, he felt a blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. By the ninth man. The other lay in the shower room. Snake. It's gotta be Zero, right? Or like someone hiding around the ship. Central staircase, there were 3 more. Ace Santa Clover. I guess in the end, whoever this is, again, I have a feeling this has gotta be a dead end. This has gotta be a bad end. There's no way it's not a bad end. So, Just outside the door were 2 corpses. Those are Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Connie. And now Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Zero, probably. Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cauldron until lapping in the water. Oof, man. And bad end. Oy. I'm not gonna... Okay, I'm gonna skip this. Can I? Okay, I can't. What I like to do at the end of these games, the actual end of them, is to give my final thoughts while going through the credits. I will not do that. I will skip this for y'all. I'm gonna go through the credits again. Like, I'm gonna actually, like, show the credits and talk over them with my final thoughts when I've done all the routes and gotten the... But I don't think I can skip this, so I'm just gonna get up the end. Or is it? Nope, it ain't. Time to start the next one. So, I'm guessing I have to advance the text using X, so I'm gonna give my blurb about how I'm gonna do this now. So now, whenever I get to somewhere new, that's when the next episode will start. So, I bid you all adieu until then. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to, and Jesus Christ, this game, man. You've reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. Register all the endings you need to play through the game multiple times, yep. Make sure to save progress now to retain all information you've acquired. Interesting. Memory of escape has been added to the title screen? Every escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you've completed. I see. Neat. Would you like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough? After saving this, the game will restart from the beginning. Please select the save slot. Interesting. What do you mean the information you've obtained? I'm guessing, like, new options will be open. But why? Well, I mean, these games usually have something like that. Anyway, I have a feeling in this game it's going to be relevant to the plot why we have new options. Okay, yeah, so, Yellow Submarine ending. Fun. So, there seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Or maybe 5 more, because is the true ending separate from all these or not? I do kind of wonder.